Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Grammar Fun. My name is Jaya and we will be learning grammar together. Today I am going to explain to you chapter number 11, Paint. Before I explain the poem to you, let us look at the summary of the poem. The poem Paint is written by Michel Browder. So who has written the poem? Michel Browder. In the poem, author says that he purchased a brush and paint of 80 bucks and soon he realized he wasn't a very good painter. So he thought that in his imagination he can draw a more beautiful picture instead. Now he thinks about the blue sky in the summers with a lush green grass field, the sunshine look bright and the air has some scent of ocean. Now he moves to a seashore where he goes to a sand dune and marks his signature on that. Finally, his imagination is over and he gets a wonderful painting. So this poem is about an author who has bought a brush and paint of 80 bucks, $80, and then he realizes that he is not a good painter. So he thinks of drawing the picture in each one of us in our minds. So he uses the sky, the grass, everything and explains everything in such a way that a very beautiful picture is in our mind. So let us read and understand the poem. I picked up a brush and 80 bucks worth of paint. After a few tries, I know that kind of artist I ain't. So here the poet says that the poet picked up a brush and paint which cost the poet 80 bucks. 80 bucks, bucks means dollars. So $80 cost the paint and the brush. But after trying for a few times, the poet understood that he or she is not a good painter. So I will paint a picture in your head with the words that I write instead. So instead of drawing the picture on the canvas, what the poet decides to paint a picture inside our mind, inside the mind of the people who are reading the poem. How? By writing the words, by explaining what the poet wants to paint or what the poet wants to draw, by explaining those in words, by writing a poem, the poet wants to paint the picture in our mind. I'll start with the sky. Use your imagination. Blue, blue like the first day of summer vacation. So the poet is going to start explaining the picture with the sky. So he or she, the poet is describing the sky as blue, blue sky. The sky is very blue, like how it is the first day of summer vacation. Next is the grass, tall and green. The breeze makes it wave and the sun makes it sheen. So after the sky, the poet is describing the grass, which is very tall and very green in color. Okay, the breeze, the soft wind, the cool wind is making it wave like moving to and fro. And the sun is making the grass sheen. Sheen means glow, shine. Okay, so first the poet describes the sky, then the poet describes the grass. So at first the poet described the sky and then the grass. Just beyond the grass are the sand dunes and just above that a seagull looms. So beyond the grass there is a sand dune. Okay, and on top of the sand, just above the sand dune, there is a seagull. Seagull is a grey and white seabird. It is looming. It is having it's a very large shape or image, a very hazy image of a seagull. The air is sweet with the scent of the ocean and the coconut in my suntan lotion. So after the grass, she is talking about the air. So the air is very sweet. The smell of the air is very sweet. Why? Because of the smell of the ocean, which is very sweet, and also the smell of the suntan lotion. So in the suntan lotion, there is coconut. So coconut smell in the suntan lotion and the ocean of the smell is actually very sweet in the air. So all this she is asking us to imagine. First the sky, then the grass, then the sand dune, the seagull, about the air, the smell, everything she is asking us to imagine. The sun is warm and bright. I have to squint to see that little boy's kite. So the sun is very warm and bright. It's a sunny morning, so it's not cloudy. And why the poet has to squint her eyes. Squint means to close her eyes and open it slightly to see what is happening because of the rays of the sun. To squint her eyes so that she can see the little boy flying his kite. So because of the sun, she has to squint her eyes. I crest the dune and there is the sea. The waves crash and foam and softly roar at me. So I crest the dune. Then after that the poet is reaching on top of the dune. Went on top of the dune. Walked to the top of the dune. And from there she can see the sea. In the sea, the waves are crashing each other and foams are coming like soap bubbles, foams are coming and they're softly roaring at her, softly making the sound of the waves. So all this she's asking us to imagine. I wade in, it is quite cold. Now let's sign this in the sand, where the waves hit the shore and the sea meets the air and the land. So the poet goes into the water and says, yeah, it's okay. It's quite cold. It's not very warm, not very cold, quite cold. Now let's sign this in the sand. So it's telling, let us sign our names on the sand where the waves hit the shore so that the waves will come and wash it away from the shore. And sea meets the air and land. So the sea, where the sea comes and meets the air and the land, there we'll write a name so that the waves will come and wash it away and go. Now step back and look. What a wonderful view. And the canvas can go wherever because it is in you. So now the poet is asking us to just move back, relax, sit and see and to look and to think. What a wonderful view. What a wonderful picture she has drawn in our mind. First the sky, then the grass, then the sand dune, seagull, the air, everything she has drawn in our mind. And the canvas can go wherever. So the canvas is the palette where you paint the picture. So that can go wherever. We don't need a canvas because it is in you. What is it? It is the picture. The picture is in our mind. It is in our heart. It is in our head. So that we don't need the canvas for anything. That is the end of the chapter. I hope you have understood. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.